Hello everyone, Bear here, and today we're going to be going over the brand new and improved legendary perk cards that are coming to Fallout 76. So if you don't already know, this is actually the second iteration of these legendary perk cards, and we actually got some really cool ones this time. The first wave of legendary perk cards Bethesda wanted to give us were laughably bad, and it was so bad that Bethesda actually listened to the community and they reworked this, which is a miracle. So first off, we've got Ammo Factory. Produce 50% more rounds when crafting ammo. That's amazing. Finally, I'll be able to make 308 rounds and actually get a lot. It has been confirmed that this does stack with Super Duper and the other Ammo Smith perk. So, hey, that's awesome. I love the Ammo Factory perk. It's actually really good. Now, the next one we got is Antivenom, plus 50% poison resist when wearing matching armor. I like it. Not bad. Wearing matching armor, you get poison resist. Why not? Looks really good. Blood Sacrifice, this is one of the old ones. When you die, teammates gain 25 damage resistance and heal 40 HP over 8 seconds. I want to say this was changed or buffed a little bit, but I'm not exactly sure. But still, it's not a terrible perk. I'm fine with them carrying it over from the original set of legendaries. The next one we got is Brawling Chemist. Generate 1 combat enhancing chem every hour up to a max of 3. This is just a, you just get a special chem that you can carry 3 of. Increases probably your unarmed or melee damage, something like that. There are a few different perks that allow you to passively generate either drugs, and I believe one lets you generate mini nukes. So let's hop on over to the next ones because we actually have a lot to cover. So this one right here might be the most significant one. It's called Legendary Ability, and it allows you to put +1 to a stat and +1 to available perk slots. So if you have 14 agility and you want to get to 15, you equip this legendary card, and it'll bump it up 1, and it'll allow you to have another slot for another card in that special skill tree. That's awesome. I like that. Really good. Now this is a legendary perk card that, makes a difference in being, in your build. So that's really nice. Next up, we have the Master Infiltrator. This is also an incredibly good one. So you auto-unlock level 0 terminals and locks. And you get +3 to lockpicking and hacking skills. So basically, once you get this Master Infiltrator legendary perk card, you are not going to need to waste points in perception or intelligence to be able to, lockpick containers or hack terminals. And that's so nice. I'll finally be able to take those unused points out of perception and put them somewhere else. That's amazing. I love this. The next one we got is called Nuclear Proliferator. You generate 1 lightweight mini nuke every hour up to a max of 3. Hopefully this will encourage people to use mini nukes. Honestly, we need more people out there shooting off mini nukes. Next up, we have Power Armor Reboot. There's a 15%. There it is, we got the word out. We have a 15% chance to auto-revive with full health if you're downed in power armor. I like it. That's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, pretty good. And then we have Power Sprinter. While in power armor, sprinting consumes 20% fewer AP. I feel like we have a perk card that does that. But, let them people sprint all they want in power armor. I ain't gonna stop them one bit. And I am having trouble saying the word percent tonight. Oh, I see a lot of percents in our future too. Oh, great. Here we go. Next one we got is called Retribution. Blocking a melee attack restores 1 HP and 1 AP for 15 seconds. I don't know if I like this one or not, just because it doesn't seem like a ton of health you'd be getting back, but in theory you would constantly have this one up. So only time will tell to see if this one is really useful or not. But even if it's not that great, you're still, getting passive health back and passive AP regeneration, which is really nice. The next one we have is called Survival Shortcut. Generate 1 survival aiding chem every 30 minutes, maximum of 5. So we see a lot of these where you're passively regenerating either mini-nukes or chems or some kind of aid item. We have no idea what this aid item will be. Maybe it'll give you more health, maybe it'll give you more, you know, luck or stamina, something. But, you know, I like the ones where you're constantly regenerating stuff. That's fine with me. After that, we have one called Taking One for the Team. Enemies take 10% more damage when they attack you if you're on a team. This kind of plays into the tanky role that Bethesda wants some people to play. But the only problem in this game is there's no taunt. So if you build your guy as a tank, you're not necessarily going to be the one getting hit, which is kind of sucks. After that, we have What Rads. This is a carryover from the old legendary perks. You get plus 50 rad resist and you restore 1 rad per second. So you're constantly cleansing yourself of radiation. I like this one. It's pretty straightforward. You're just constantly cleaning radiation off your body. And, you know, a lot of radiation sucks. So this is a pretty good perk card. Pretty simple. Next legendary perk card we have is called Cleave. You have a 20% chance for melee VATS to do area damage. I'm totally fine with that. Nothing too special, just when you're doing VATS and you're doing melee, you know, going to be knocking down all the enemies around you, which is pretty good. We actually have another legendary perk card that is for melee damage. It is called Collateral damage. Enemies killed with melee have a 10% chance to explode. I really hope that this explosion won't hurt the player, because then it would really suck. After that, we have another explodey-based legendary perk card called Detonation Contagion. Enemies killed by thrown explosives have a 20% chance to explode. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't see that many people using grenades to kill enemies, just because grenades aren't really that good in 76. They're really wonky, they fly all over the place, and they just don't do enough damage. After that, we have Electric Absorption. You have a 10% chance energy attacks will recharge power armor fusion cores. I wonder how much it's going to recharge, honestly. Like, is it going to recharge it to full, or is it going to be like 10%, or is it going to be like 5%? I don't know. I feel like this perk card would be really good if we knew how much the, you know, attacks recharged. The next legendary perk card, I think, is a little bit redundant. It's called Exploding Palm, and when you do unarmed damage, you have a 5% chance to cause the enemy to explode. And if I'm being totally honest with you, you guys could have just lumped this in into the other melee-based explosion perk, and there's just no reason to give it its own card. Like, there's just no reason for it. It's redundant. After that, we have another explodey-based one called Far-Flung Fireworks. Enemies killed with ranged weapons have a 10% chance to explode. Like I said before, if the explosion doesn't do that much damage, there's really no reason to run this, other than the explosion will look kind of cool. But other than that, I really don't see the reason to actually run this or even have it. Just explosions. Why does Bethesda want the enemies to explode so bad? Anyways, next one's called Fire Lining. You get plus 50 damage resist when wearing a full set of matching armor. Again, pretty good. I don't get caught on fire that often, but it might help with floaters. After that, we have a perk called Follow Through. Ranged sneak attack damage increases damage to target by 10% for 10 seconds. For all those sneak sniper builds out there. It'll just let enemies take more damage, so, you know, that's pretty good. It's a pretty good buff to have, and hopefully it will count for your entire team and not just you. But if you've seen my other video on the other perk cards, only about half of the original perk cards made it back into these new ones. The armor-based one for the heavy, light, and medium armor, they were all shelved. And the one where you have to, like, pick up flowers, and when you pick up flowers, you passively regenerate health, or something like that, that one was also, you know, thrown out, too, because it was pretty dumb, if we're being honest. But, what do you guys think of all of these new legendary perk cards? I think they're actually pretty cool, and I'm glad Bethesda went back and, you know, actually reworked these. Good job, Bethesda. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.